Confidence is an attitude about your skills, it's about your abilities, and it's about how good you are in different situations. It means being realistic about your abilities, including about your strengths and your weaknesses. For me, an attitude of confidence comes from, look, I see in therapy a lot, people get down on themselves, and I like to tell them that if you're full of yourself and all you see is the positive and all you see is what you're great at, or you overestimate how great you are at things, that is lying to yourself. But it's just as much of a lie to live in the space where you think that you suck and that you're terrible at everything. The fact is, literally everybody on the planet is a collection of strengths and weaknesses. Literally everybody on the planet has things that they were born to do that come naturally to them, come easy to them, they can learn them quickly, pick them up, and every single person has things that are hard for them to do, hard for them to learn, take a lot of effort, and maybe they never even fully get there, no matter how hard they try. Every person. The issue is that we often compare our weaknesses to another person's strengths, and then we feel deficient. If you're in this headspace that you stink and that you're no good, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself as much as that narcissistic egomaniac that you see that thinks they're so special and that their poop smells like dandelions. You're lying to yourself as much as them. There are things that you're not great at. Okay. So play to your strengths. What were you put here to do? The things that you're good at, the things that you're passionate about can be your gift to the world. You just got to get creative. Look at me, for example. I'm known for talking about movies and TV shows on the internet. For a long time, I didn't think that was a marketable skill. I thought, okay, there's already people who talk about movies and TV shows on the internet. I'm not going to do it any better than they can. And then I realized I can do it in a way that helps people. And that's my secret sauce. But I literally geek out about Star Wars, and I feed my family doing that. What are you good at? You may think it's not marketable. I promise you it is. You may think that it doesn't benefit society. I promise you it can. Whatever you're good at, whatever you're passionate about, that is something that you can give to the world. And yeah, maybe right now you can't make a living doing it. Maybe you have to do something on the side to pay the bills while you figure out how to make a living doing the thing that you love the most. Or maybe you never make a living doing the thing you love the most. That's just the thing you do that makes you happy. You pay the bills some other way. But the point is, your confidence comes from recognizing that you are good at things and that the things you're good at have worth and value simply by virtue of you being a human being and you have strengths that you can put out into the world. Or don't put them out into the world. You have strengths that can be used just to bring you happiness and joy. A lot of us lack confidence because of our weaknesses. And what's interesting is that the people who lack confidence because of their weaknesses are usually very forgiving towards others and their weaknesses and their flaws. They're usually very loving and accepting of others because that's what they want for themselves. But they don't give that to themselves. They wait for somebody else to give it to them. I know because I was that person for a long time. In college, I did stage comedy. I won the campus-wide talent show. I was pretty popular. You would never know that most days I completely hated myself. I guess completely is a little strong. I hated myself about 80-85% because my weaknesses and my flaws and my struggles were all magnified and amplified in my own mind. And in my mind, they took away from my worth, they took away from my value. And as I said, everybody else was worthy of compassion, but not me. And then I had to ask myself, what makes you so special that your weaknesses and your flaws make you worthy of contempt, but everybody else deserves compassion? And I started to give it to myself. And I started to work on my weaknesses to turn them into strengths. And this is where an attitude of confidence comes from. That I am good at things and that the things that I'm not great at, I can become great at. If I want to, if I care enough to. There are some things I'm not great at, folks, and I don't care. I am never going to become amazing at cross-stitching. I honor and respect the cross-stitchers of the world. More power to you. I don't care enough to get good at that, and so that doesn't keep me up at night. But what about the things I do care about? Like not letting my family down, like not letting you down, like rising up to my potential as a person. An attitude of confidence helps with that. Henry Ford said, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. So what do you believe? This is what an attitude of confidence is. We've touched a little bit on how to march towards it, how to achieve it. But in our next video, we're really going to cover how to get there, how to build that attitude of confidence in yourself.